Hey guys, this is Mo. Welcome back to my channel. So today with this look, I use the Mini Breaker palette from the Jeffree Star Cosmetics collection that came out this summer, and I hope that you enjoy this video. So first guys, we're going to start out with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Medium Dark 32. Just going to use this as a nice base on my eyes. I have found that it dries very nicely and it's only about $6. I'm going to use a flat shader to blend it out on both sides of the eye. Make sure that that's nice and thin. If it's too thick and not blended well enough, it will crease. If you hear any background noise, that is my dog who won't sit still. I'll remember Jack. Make sure that you clean up nicely under the brow. This is a MAC flat shader in the 252. I'm going to start with the Mini Breaker palette color in Double Scoop. It's a nice orangey yellow color. For us brown skin girls, it will have to be put over some type of base in order to show up effectively. Just swatching it on the skin, while most of the shadows are very pigmented, it can just really sink into our skin. My skin being so olive, it's a beautiful transition color, but without that base underneath it, it would have just sank right into my eyes. I'm going to keep blending that out. I did layer it just a bit because I felt like it just wasn't strong enough. But that's only me. Depending on your skin tone again, you may find that it works just fine with one layer. I just want this to be my transition color though.
Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah, LABB who we running with. Yeah, 2233, I'm on 10 again.
Next, I'm going to use Bubblegum. I actually used it a couple of times. I'll show it in just a second. I am using a MAC 217. I have several brushes though, guys. Use your Morphe brushes, use your MAC brushes, use whatever works for you. Just use a soft blending brush. I am actually doing this in layers, so there won't be any cut creases in this tutorial. I want this to be as simple and dirty as possible for you guys. Simple and dirty meaning simple and quick, not dirty. But I just want it to be easy. So I like to layer.
Ay, coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB who we running with, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name, big been dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in base.
Next, I'm going to go in with Purple Punch. It's a very, very beautiful pigmented purple. It's in the center of the palette. This palette is $28. I love how pigmented this is. It's very dark. Again, I'm doing this in a certain order because I want this to transition properly as you move up the eye. So in theory, if it helps, this is the same way that you would do maybe a smoky eye look. You would start with the lightest transition color, a much pigmented color on top of that, and then your darkest shade at the lid to make it a little bit easier. So they blend up nicely like the rainbow heads without looking like skulls. And this jumper I'm wearing, guys, I got it from Target from like $28. I wish you could see it. It's so cute and comfortable. It's ridiculous. Now I'm going to go back in with Bite Me. Another dark pigmented purple. It's got a bit of shimmer in it. You won't see it much in this part of the lid because I put it on top of 3 matte shades. It's not as sparkly as it looks. Now independently, it probably would be very shimmery, and I'm going to add a liner with it later that probably will bring that purple back out that you'll see closer up on the eye. Next, I'm going to go in with my Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I use Latte. I love this one, guys. It's Latte Medium or WN82 if you are looking for it. Again, to help you guys kind of understand what color I wear in other shades, I am a Latte in Clinique. I am like 153 in Makeup Forever HD. I am NC42 in MAC Studio Fix, or a C6 in MAC Face and Body, if that helps. So that just gives you some direction. I'm using a Real Technique blending sponge. I love them. I love the fact that they have a flat side, and again, they are only like $4.99. Typically, you can get a 2-pack for about $7. I think they're amazing. And then I'm going back in with my concealer from my ColourPop collection, just to go ahead and give that, you know, that pop back and clean up under the eyes and whatnot. Although I will say this shadow did not have a lot of fallout, which is a good thing. Typically, you have to be careful with darker shades like this, depending on the formula or the make. They could be beautiful and highly pigmented, but they may fall out all over your face, which is why a lot of times artists, we structurally do the eyes first, just so we don't chance making such a mess on the face after the foundation has already been applied. I'm going back in. Now this is a sponge from MAC that we don't make anymore, so I don't want to really express it too much. You may come across it, but we don't actually sell it in very many places. And it is $19. I love this sponge. I've had it for like 3 or 4 years. Now I'm going with a purple liner from Urban Decay. Use whatever you want, guys. I just wanted to use a liner to go ahead and set that shadow before I went back over it with that Bite Me, as I explained earlier. I like to blend it out. This is a 24/7 glide on, and they are waterproof, so they don't move very well. They are meant to stay on and not slide or bleed, which is a beautiful thing. But then unfortunately, they don't blend or smudge if you want to give kind of a smokier effect. And I'm taking some of my Makeup Revolution powder underneath the eye in Banana, which is $8 from Ulta. Taking a flat shader here and putting that Bite Me underneath the eyes, like I said, to give a little bit more pop. I like an accented eye, if you will. I'm taking my Anastasia Stick Foundation in Walnut. I'm going to use this just to go ahead and give that shape and contour to the face. You'll see that I will not be using any other, well, no, I take that back. I will be using a highlighter, but I'm not going to be using a bronzer. I'm just blending this out with this Makeup Addictions brush, and I don't want to discuss this brush, guys, because I'm so disappointed. This bad boy broke on me, and I was actually holding it together while I was filming this. And I've had it for quite some time, but the quality of their brushes, while I love the brand, has gone down tremendously. But I won't be using another bronzer. I like to add the cream with the foundation. I didn't want to add a blush. I didn't want to overdo my face. I kind of wanted to just leave it as it was. And I gave a little bit of a highlight, but I like a matte finish sometimes, especially in the summertime, as our skin tends to get a little bit dewy. An overglow can be overwhelming sometimes. I'm going to take another blending brush and just go ahead and shape and shade around the nose a little bit. Not always necessary, but it does give a nice little, I don't know, a little kick to the face when you want to pose to the left or the right for your selfies. Now I'm going to take my Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC in Medium Golden. I love this one. Oh, I could just wear it all the time. It's such a nice skin finish. I mean, I'm saying it's like redundant, but it's such a nice, just natural, glowy kind of, it settles into anything. And then I'm going to use the Skin Froth, of course, in Caramel Kiss. I love this. It swatches differently than when I actually put it on my face. It's actually pretty light. It's not aggressive, I guess is what I mean. So it does give just a nice light pop. You almost can't see it here with the light. As you see, I get closer, but it really sinks into brown skin. So I really like this one. Some of the blues and purples and pinks and stuff can just become a little bit overwhelming, no matter what the look is. And I didn't want to use anything with like a blue or a pink kick to it, because I had that same kind of tone, that cool tone on my eyes. Now I'm going to go back in with Global Glow. This is a Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC as well, but I'm using this to just slightly highlight under the eyes. I use this one on my face a lot and a lot on my clients. This is also great for like the décolletage area if you want to give a little shine when you have a sleeveless something in the summer on your shoulders, because this one really does have a lot of pigment and color and glow to it, but it's very natural. It's always been a fan favorite. It's gonna stand the test of time. I also put it just in the corners of my eyes, which I don't do very often, guys, but I just wanted to give a little bit of lightness to open up my eyes. My eyes are very small. I'm using this eyeliner by Uma Beauty, actually. I love this one, to be honest. I have on extensions in this particular video, so I don't want to give a whole lot of liner on top of it. I hate when liner can kind of pull on your extensions a little bit, and they're always so strong you don't need it. Underneath my eyes, I am using Charlotte Tilbury's Rockin' Kohl liner. This black liner has been one of my fan favorites. I've probably used this one for 5 or 6 years. Granted, I have a lot of black liners, guys, but this is by far one of my favorites when it comes to something that does not move. Now, here's where it got tricky. I am using the lip ammo in Yummy. That's the lipstick. And I'm using the Velour liquid lipstick in Purple Urkle. I will explain why. As I'm using Nightingale lip liner by MAC, I was trying to get this to work. The lip ammo was not as strong as I thought it was, so I put it on first, and I was like, no. So then I had to go back and actually do the lip velour in Purple Urkle, which was beautiful, and then go back and put the ammo on top of it, which you will see. So I used the Purple Urkle, you can say that, it reminds me of the TV show, underneath, and then I put the lip ammo on top, which ultimately ended up looking amazing. Nightingale, though, really kind of set this look off. Altogether, the three are just absolutely stunning if you like a transition look. Separately, you can also use them that way, but I like the way that they transition together with this eye. And because of this, in this moment, I just did not feel like I needed to do a whole lot on my cheeks. I just wanted to make sure that I had some good focus features and just kind of left it at that. Make sure you use some mascara of your choice, though. I kind of took that out. I didn't think you needed instructions on that. And I'm finishing this look with my Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. Love this one. I got it for $20. And that's the finished look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you on the next go round. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And thank you for all my oldies but goodies for sticking with me. Bye.